Alrighty, guys. Today is episode 4 of Never Settle for Less podcast, and we're gonna keep it freaking short and sweet today. A lot of people keep asking Justin and I both in the NSFL page, how do you get started? It's pretty simple. Just go. The big thing is like. And when I say just go, I mean just go to the gym and really just hop on a treadmill, get warmed up, watch other people, do some random stuff, and then continue to do that. But when you get home, like, look up how to work out. Ask people, hey, how do you do this?
YouTube videos. There's so many fitness people on YouTube.
YouTube videos are great. Instagram's great.
Demonstrate how to do the workout, how to work out, which lifts to do for which body parts.
Right.
It's got everything.
Find people on Instagram and social media posting workouts and how to do this, that, and the other. I mean, I still do that to this day, even with Justin and I running the Never Settle for Less thing. And I look at people's posts every day, seeing what everybody else is doing, trying to figure out what works for other people. And I mean, I guess my big reason for that is to look at different body types, because at the end of the day, I mean, the way that I train, my workouts may be the same, but my diet and the way that like I go about cardio is 110% different than what Justin does.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Justin's the lifting guy, and I'm like the lifting cardio guy. Like, my little saying is a 5K a day keeps the doctor away.
I do not do a 5K a day.
Yeah, Justin definitely doesn't do a 5K.
I've never done a 5K in a day.
But, yeah, I mean, so my personal advice is just start. Start going to the gym. Start making good habits every day, such as packing your bags at night for if you're going to the gym in the morning, or even packing your bags at night if you're going to the gym after work or school, whatever you're doing. Meal prep on Sundays. And you don't have to get straight into like counting your macros and stuff like that, because it's tough and it's a learning curve. But I mean, just go to the store, buy X amount of food, get it all prepared, so that way you do have time to make sure you get to the gym, make sure that you have time to research how to get better through fitness, how to get better on meal prepping. That way you don't have to worry about, man, where am I going to eat tonight? Man, I got to cook for 35, 40 minutes, an hour when I get home. Like, just start doing simple stuff like that. Wake up, go to the gym, or wake up, have your meals ready to go. All you got to do is grab it and go. I mean, breakfast is as simple as a protein shake. For some people, and some people will throw like a scoop or a half cup of oatmeal in there and call that breakfast. And I mean, the thing is, at first you can be like, dude, that's not enough. But once your body starts to get used to it, it is enough, and sometimes even way too much.
You got to find a gym partner. It's going to be the biggest thing, and hold you accountable for days you don't want to go.
Right.
Because the first 2 weeks is the worst. First 2 weeks you're super sore. You don't want to be there after day 3. It sucks.
Hell, sometimes not even after day 1. Yeah. I remember my day 1. That sucked. I woke up the next day, man, I'm not going to go. You know what? I went. And like Justin just said, the first 2 weeks are the worst, because you think that literally every morning. Yep. And then get in your third week, that starts to go away. And then farther and farther down the road, you're like, oh man, this is working. I'm going to keep going.
Like, after, you got to find a gym partner, because after I remember like my day 3, I quit. I didn't go back to the gym for like 3 months.
And I mean, don't get me wrong. There's definitely, well, for me personally, there's not really many days that I don't want to go to the gym anymore, just because it's like stuck in my mind, like I gotta go. And I know it's the same for Justin, but there's mornings. Like I'm gonna get Justin and I both are gonna get a workout in regardless of what time it is. But especially in the mornings when I wake up and I know I'm working out in the morning, I'm like, man, I just want to go back to sleep for a little bit. You got to get past what Andy Frisella calls are test days. I mean, those are the biggest and most important things, and that's what I've started to live by is you got to beat the test days. You got to just make sure that if you got a plan, stick to it. If the shit isn't working, switch it up. Just consistency is the main thing.
You got to find what time of the day works out best for you. Like,
right? Yeah.
I am not a morning lifter. I cannot do morning lifts.
Right.
I go there. I can't get a pump. I hate life. But if I do have to work, or during the middle of the day or whatever, I'm in the groove. I can be there for 2-3 hours at a time.
Right. And a big thing is too, if you do become a morning person to go to the gym, figure out your time frame, because I know that's the toughest thing for me, because I do go to the gym in the morning 4 out of the 7 days of the week, and then along with those days I'll even go at night just as like a 2-a-day. But I know my days when I'm only going to the gym in the morning, I do kind of get frustrated with myself because I like screw up a lot and not give myself enough time to ultimately get that nice workout like Justin just said, like after work or whatever for 2 or 3 hours. That is the nice thing about going after work, I guess. You get to, you feel the pump, you're feeling good, you keep on rocking and rolling. If you go in the morning, you're stuck on a strict time schedule because obviously 95% of us got to go to work.
Right.
99% of us, hell. Then there's the 1%. One day.
That's right. It's coming up.
One day.
If you love your job,
right.
You don't work or something like that. However that saying goes. How's it go?
Never
work a day in your life.
Yeah, if you love your job, you'll never work a day in your life. That's the truth. I mean, yeah. Think about it for a second. But anyway, so yeah, that's really my advice, at least, on what to do, how to get started.
Don't be pissed off when you don't like Arnold after week 2.
Yeah,
patience.
Patience.
Patience
is the biggest thing. Like, it's been 7-8 years for Justin. It's been 3 years for me. I'm never satisfied. That's my problem. And you can never become satisfied or comfortable. And like today, I even posted in the morning, you got to become comfortable being uncomfortable. That's an extremely important part to all of it. You just gotta go. You gotta know at the times when you're like, holy crap, I don't want to do this. Just know in the back of your head, like, we're gonna get it done either way. But you gotta go.
At the beginning, about 8-9 months in, you're gonna realize you're not getting gains like you were at the beginning. They're called beginner gains. You always get beginner gains like crazy. You grow fast, you get strong fast, then you start. I don't want to say plateau. You're not plateauing, but you're gonna feel like you're plateauing because you're not progressing as fast as you were.
You're not gonna have 22-inch biceps in the first 6 months.
No,
it ain't possible.
I'm on year 8 and I still ain't got it.
Right. This is not possible.
No, not at all. But consistency, and don't get mad.
To the gum chomping.
Don't get mad.
Yeah, don't just. I mean, one step at a time. That's what it's going to come down to. It was one step at a time, and never settling for less at the end of the day, and just don't give up. There's days, like I said, that I kind of feel like giving up and not going in the morning or whatever it may be, and I know I got to do it, and you just go get it done.
Look back to why you started.
Yeah, look back.
Hit that part.
Right. And a big thing for me is like look in the mirror and know where you are and know where you want to be and know that you're not there yet.
Know where you were.
Yeah, know where you were. Know where you started at. I mean, that's a big thing. And the hardest part about it is, and even, I mean, really not. The first month, you're going to see differences. You're going to see changes if you stay consistent.
Yep.
Now, if you take this advice and you go once or twice a week, like, shit, I'm being honest, it isn't going to work.
No, you don't put the work in, it ain't going to work at all.
Right, you don't put in the time, you don't find the time that we got onto last week, like scrolling through Instagram and all that BS. And
everyone has time.
Set your priorities straight, and you'll still be able to do that stuff. Justin and I both do it all day. Not all day, but every day.
Everybody has time. Every single person in the world.
You got to get your priorities straight and be willing to...
People say they don't have time. They're not mentally tough enough to do it.
Right.
And they don't want it bad enough.
They don't want it bad enough. And what I don't get is how do you not want it bad enough? Like, at least for me, everybody wants to be good looking, right?
Right.
Like, everybody wants to be like, oh, dude, that guy's hot, or oh, dude, that girl's beautiful. Like, whatever. Everybody wants to have those sort of compliments. I don't care what you say. You're freaking self-love, body love. Well, that's a not really a tough thing for me to talk about. There's a lot of different opinions on it, but I know everybody wants to be slim, trim, and handsome at the end of the day.
Yep.
Girls and guys. And you can't tell me that, oh, I don't care. I'm cool with being out of shape and overweight. And
No, you're not.
no, you aren't. And it's just, that's how you get started. That's how you get started. You got to know that you don't want to look like the way you do for the rest of your life. It isn't worth it. It isn't worth dying early. Or, like, you get to literally, if you get yourself in shape, you get to stay young for longer. I mean, I know that simply because I've seen people that have been in health and fitness that are in their 70s. Like, I got a teacher in high school. He ran like a 5K every day, if not more. And, I mean, for granted, he didn't lift weights, but he did a little bit. But he's been in shape for his whole life. And the dude retired at 65 and then took a year off and realized that, like, man, I wanted to continue to work because I got bored sitting at home. And now he's in his 80s, right? Like, he's in his 80s, still wakes up, still goes for runs. Like, it's nuts. So, yeah. If you want to live long, you want to live happy, you want to live healthy, you got to go put in the time and get to work.
And you don't got to be at the gym for 3 hours a day. You go in, 45 minutes a day will work. I mean, you go in and if you go in and work, it'll work.
Right.
45 minutes a day is all you need.
Yeah, and like you said, you got to work. You can't go in there and BS it and sit on your phone. And a big thing for me that I've personally had to overcome is I used to, like, try and seek music for motivation. And I've realized over the last 3 years, really, but in the last 8 months, like, I have really dialed in. If you are able to get to a point where you can work out without music, your mind is probably the most mentally tough ever, because you got to be able to run on your own fuel, which is ultimately your own ambition to want to get better. I mean, listen to rap music or rock music or whatever it may be, even country music for some, which doesn't typically hype me up. But
no, I don't. I'm not one to understand that. But whatever works.
Right, whatever works. So just take whatever motivates you, use it for a while. But like I said, start getting rid of that stuff and start getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. Take your music away. Take your talking away. Take your selfies. Well, don't take your selfies away because you got to keep those. But take your phone, put it on airplane mode, and work out. Your Bluetooth still works if you want to use your headphones. Put your stuff on Bluetooth or on airplane mode. You won't receive texts. You won't receive calls. Whatever. Put it on Do Not Disturb. Like, if you know something, emergency's coming, put it on Do Not Disturb because they can still call you if that's a factor. But go into the gym, put your stuff on airplane mode. Don't let this little thing that wastes so much of our time distract you even more when you're trying to put in the work. Yeah. That's my take on how you get started and you stay with it. Justin, do you got anything else on how to stay motivated and really get started? Because
you got to enjoy it. Find the type of workout you enjoy, and you'll stay motivated. If powerlifting's not for you, bodybuilding's not for you. I mean, CrossFit's for some people, I guess. I don't really recommend CrossFit, but find some kind of exercise workout you like, even if it's yoga, whatever it is.
Yoga's dope.
Yoga's rough.
Yoga's cool. Yoga works, and I mean it really does.
I did it for a month and it was rough.
It can kick your butt. People are like, "Oh, you do yoga?"
It'll humble you real quick.
Right? Yeah, right. But yeah, I mean, find something you like. I'll be honest, I didn't like working out at first. I know that for sure. And I was like, "Oh, this is a waste of time." And then even like Justin said, you'll find workouts that you enjoy, but then what you're gonna enjoy more than anything is seeing the results and seeing how your daily life becomes easier and more enjoyable just because you're in better shape and you're healthier and you feel good. Like, that's what's going to keep you going after you do get started. That's what I've got. I mean, I don't want to sit here and waste more of your time. And I don't think any of this podcast is wasting your time, but I don't want to continue on BS, and those are just some straight facts that I know for sure will work and what have worked for me, and I hope that this helps you. Justin?
That's all she wrote.
That's all she wrote. Thank you guys for tuning in to the fourth podcast of NSFL. Never settle for less, and go out and crush the rest of your week. All right?
Peace out, Girl Scout.
Later.